That's my Sunday 15 miler done, and just walking back to the car because I jogged a little bit of ways, collecting my phone because I don't run with my phone, just for all honesty. So yeah, Sunday 15 done. It's been a funny old week, and it's funny how in a week a lot of things can obviously change in terms of running. So I'm going to divulge and dive deep into my training week, and what has happened is we're 7 weeks out from the Valencia Marathon, and we're actually a week out from Yorkshire Marathon as well. So yeah, join me this week, talking through all my training week, life, and what's gone on in terms of training. Those that follow me on Strava might have had a bit of an insight into my training week already. So yeah, drop us a follow on there if you want, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, because it does actually, in fact, help the channel out quite a lot actually if you hit the like and subscribe button. And yeah, join us on his journey, specifically as we build towards Valencia Marathon, but in running, training and life as well. So yeah, join us this week. So yeah, it's a simple thing how different a week is. So I kicked off Monday anyway there's Naomi next to me. Look, talking about how different a week is.
We both are, aren't we?
Yeah. So yeah, kicked off Monday with 11 mile. Was meant to have a massage Monday night with John, but he texted me just after I got back, I believe, saying that he weren't well. So I postponed the massage until tomorrow. Just because I didn't want to pick up the illness that he potentially had, and protect myself from any sort of elements like that. So yeah, went to work, all was well, and then at work, historically I get migraines, not just from work, it's not, I ain't even got that hard of a job, just anyway. And yeah, can't even remember crawling home from work, if I'm honest with you. Got home from work.
He got home and just got straight in bed. There was no like, hi, you alright, Naomi? It was just straight to bed and a grumble. It wasn't even words, he wasn't coherent.
That's a big word. You've been reading a dictionary?
Shut up, I don't read.
She can't read. So anyway, got home from work and just got in bed, and spewed up 3 or 4 times Monday evening. Didn't do my second run of the day.
I ignored him, I did hear it. I pretended not to hear it.
She got me some chocolate. She's nice
and
sometimes. So yeah, spewed up 3 or 4 times. Can't remember much of the night, and then remember waking up Tuesday morning. So yeah, that was that. Tuesday morning was I felt better, but not considerably.
You went to work?
Yeah, better. Did go to work Tuesday morning, and then had a session Tuesday evening as well. Yeah, so Tuesday morning ended up getting up and just going out the door just to try and make myself feel better. Did get out and get 4 mile under the belt, nice and early before work Tuesday morning, and then the session in the evening. The decision to run in the morning was mainly so that I could try and level whether I could join the gang for a session in the evening. Decided obviously against it. Went on my own and did a mini session around the Penny Pie Park roundabout near us. It's unbroken, about 550 metre loop or 500 metre loop, so yeah, not too bad. Did 6 times 1k Tuesday evening, ran them okay, got progressively quicker as the session went on, which was to be expected. But yeah, that was that. Nothing too extravagant, nothing too special, just banking a session. And then got back and legs felt tight, probably were a little bit underfueled, to say I'd been spewing the day before. Legs felt tight, but nothing crazily bad. I'm looking down at my legs as I'm saying that. Nothing crazily bad. But then Wednesday morning I woke up and my hamstring was very, very sore and very tender. So it was just one of them things where I thought I could try and run it off and try and run through it. So did go out Wednesday morning and go for a run. The run, to be honest, didn't make it any worse, but didn't make it any better either. Yeah, so just got back home, called up Fox Valley for some pies after my 15 mile this morning. So yeah, go back into me training week. So yeah, Wednesday morning ended up being 8 mile. Called it golden hour on Strava, but it was absolutely chucking it down and got soaked. My hamstring, like I said, it didn't get much worse. It didn't get much better by running. Didn't end up running it off. But it is where it is. And then Wednesday evening ended up being 7 mile. Which again, just got through the motions, got out there and got the job done. Thursday went out, had in the morning, another easy one, just did about an hour on Thursday morning, and then in the evening had 6 mile. Birdie messaged me in the day and said I won't go do a session, because I decided to avoid the session Thursday evening just to let my legs recover, and if there were any niggles or anything like that, hopefully taking another easy day and having a longer recovery between would have allowed them to heal. So went out, did 6 mile with Birdie Thursday evening for 14 mile through the day. So yeah, not too shabby. And then Friday morning is usually my recovery day. So Friday morning got up and just did 6 mile, kept it nice and short, just to allow my body to recover. I'm not really that bothered about volume that I do on a Friday. It's just about getting out there and getting my streak done and getting my job done. Did have 10 mile on the plan, but yeah, decided to just chalk it and run 6 mile Friday morning. So yeah, that was that. And then Saturday, I decided, wanted to go and do a new park run. So there's a fair few in Leeds that we've not done yet. So made the journey up to Leeds to go and do Armley Park Run, which were quite a nice park run actually. I do recommend that if you're looking for a park run that's nice and easy. It's got 50% tarmac, 50% road grass. So yeah, that was quite enjoyable. I ran 17:43 at park run with a couple of mile warm up, couple of mile cool down, and just kept it at 7 mile for Saturday. And then Sunday this morning onto me. This is where I would be. I weren't going to taper for York Marathon, but decided this week with a few niggles creeping in, decided to actually do a taper. So yeah, I did 15 mile this morning, which is my usual taper distance, week before I do a marathon anyway. So yeah, got out, got that done. Stretched my calves and my hamstrings a couple of times through the run, wearing a bear hug compression sleeve on my thigh, just to give myself a little bit of compression and make it feel a little bit like more put together, put it that way anyway. Ladies would know what I mean, and gents that have got big packages. So yeah, felt okay on my run, stretched a couple of times, and yeah, just it is where it is. So yeah, that brings me on to the topic of this week's video anyway, Maranoia. Has anyone ever heard of it? So Maranoia is a term, it's a little bit like paranoia. It's a play on words between marathon and paranoia. And it is a term like a week before a marathon or in your closing through few stages of training, like this paranoia sets in terms of you don't feel like you've got the job done, you don't feel like you've done enough training. You start to, these worries creep up on you in terms of, in terms of you don't feel you can complete the distance come race day. You're not as well prepared as what you once thought you were. So yeah, just a couple of simple steps. I might have Maranoia now, in fact, and all these phantom injuries that are creeping in. But I do know my body. Yeah, all these phantom injuries that are creeping in might just be a psychological play that my body's giving me, that I can use, like I need to overcome them. So yeah, just a simple few steps to make sure you can keep Maranoia at bay. So for me, it's controlling the controllables. So the stuff that you can control in training and in prepping for race day that you can control. So the weather, for example, you can't control it. Like that is way too far out above your pay grade. So yeah, just controlling the controllables. So if there is like unprecedented weather, we never heard that word, did we, before 2020? Yeah, so if there is weather that you've not trained in, like it might be extremely hot on the forecast, extremely cold, rainy, etc. Like you can't control that, so there's no point worrying about it. So yeah, it's controlling the controllables. So your kit you can control, like your food, your nutrition, what shoes you wear, you can control all that. What time you arrive at the start line, you can control that as long as you prep. However, if there is traffic or anything like that, you can't control it. So it's making sure that you stay like the champion and the captain of your own ship. So that's a good term, that, isn't it? So yeah, just control the controllables and it'll help keep Maranoia and paranoia at bay. Another thing you can control, like eating well throughout the week, not using. So a lot of people tend to self-destruct, and they might self-destruct by not eating well and eating clean throughout the week. So yeah, controlling that and keeping on top of your nutrition, keeping on top of your diet and everything, like building up to the marathon. If you know, for example, that like Naomi, for example, she's lactose intolerant, like she knows that she can't have milk or dairy products. So throughout the week, she ain't going to self-destruct and start eating loads of dairy. Just so it gives her an excuse on race day that why she's performed bad. And then there's other stuff as well, such as like, for example, I can eat bread, but as soon as I eat too much of it, like my stomach starts swelling and it ain't good for my gut. So definitely not having a burger the night before a race. I tend to eat spaghetti bolognese, which is my go-to favourite. So that's another thing for me that I like to control. The night before, I do like the same meal. I like the same breakfast, which is always granola if I'm doing a long run, or it's Weetabix for my shorter runs. My 1,000-calorie granola goes a long way. And then not doing too much as well. You can't bank in all of your training in the final week of marathon training. So don't do too much out there. Like look after your legs, look after your body, look after your recovery, and you'll go far. Like if you have done all the training, like it will pay off come race day, and you'll be able to complete the miles. And 2-3 week out, if you can feel confident that you're in decent shape, you'll be all right. You can't lose fitness throughout a marathon taper. And another thing in Maranoia is backing off and doing a taper. Like sometimes within a taper you can feel unfit because you're backing off, you feel like it's your body's time to recover, and that's when my niggles personally come out. So yeah, during your taper, again, you can't lose fitness. It doesn't happen overnight like that, and if you've put the work in, the training will pay off eventually. So yeah, it is just one of them things and it's a part of training and a part of the process that you've just got to trust, and it does work. There's tons of research into it, believe it or not. Yeah, Maranoia is all born out of fear of failure, and yeah, there's no such thing as failure, is there, in life? It's only a lesson learned for another day. Yeah, and last little thing to help you control Maranoia and get that monkey off your back. Speak to people. Speak to your friends. A lot of us friends might not be runners. They might not understand, but they may be able to understand how to support you as well. So speak to your friends, speak to your family, speak to the people around you that you surround yourself with daily. Speak to your work colleagues, and they might be able to help you control your Maranoia, your pre-race nerves, your jitters, just to help keep your feet on the ground, keep you settled, so that you can go and achieve great things. We're all destined for great things, really, aren't we? We do live normal lives, but yeah, every single person's got a single bit of greatness within them. That's Cookie's motivational speech for today. So yeah, thank you for watching this week. Hopefully my Maranoia settles down by speaking to you guys and controlling what I can control throughout the next week. Wasn't going to taper for Yorkshire Marathon, was going to go into it on tired legs. However, see my Yorkshire Marathon medal on background actually. However, yeah, got to be flexible and change the plan where needed to. And I do understand and know my body as well. I've run every day since 30th of November 2015. So yeah, there's peaks and troughs within that. Not everything's plain sailing or linear. So yeah, I'll see how the week goes on. A week can change a lot of things in running and in life. So yeah, we'll see how the week goes on and how I get on next week at Yorkshire Marathon. So thank you for watching. We are 7 weeks out now from Valencia. That's the bigger picture. That's the big thing, the dream. So yeah, we'll building towards that. Still confident, still on top of the world, and still as fresh as ever, or as can be. Marathon training is never always simple, is it? So yeah, thank you for watching. Again, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, help the channel out, and drop us a comment. And yeah, we'll see you next week when I will have finished Yorkshire Marathon, and we'll be talking how I've got on. So yeah, use that confidence. See you in a bit.